Morning Year 6, this is Friday's lesson. So our objective is to convert fractions to decimals. So we've got a little question here. It says, Sonia pours 1/10 of a litre of liquid from A into beaker B. So from this beaker here, from A, Sonia pours 1/10 of a litre from here into here. She then pours 3/4 of a litre of the liquid from A into C. So that one was 3/4 of a litre, and that one was 1/10 of a litre. If Sonia reads the scale of each beaker, what measurements will she record? Okay, so look at the scale here. Look at the scale here. They are different. Think about what measurement she might record. It's all going to be litres, and they're going to be decimal answers. Your challenge is how much liquid is left in beaker A. So when Sonia's poured out 1/10 of a litre and 3/4 of a litre, what is left? So just like before, I'd like you to pause the video and have a go. If you are stuck, you're welcome to just listen to me in a moment, but I'd really like you to have a go on your own first. Don't forget you've got your supporting hands up here. So think about what 1/10 is as a decimal and what 3/4 is as a decimal. If you did Thursday's lesson, so yesterday's lesson, then we were talking about famous fractions. If you missed out yesterday's lesson, what you could do is just quickly watch the guided video on the YouTube channel, just about the famous fractions, and then that might help you with this task. Okay, so I'm going to go through it then. So Sonia pours 1/10 of a litre. So 1/10 is a 1 in the 10th column. So when she pours 1/10 of a litre in, it's going to be on this line here. So 1/10 is like that. So on the scale, on that beaker A, it's going to look like that, 1/10 of a litre. Okay. The second one, she pours in 3/4. It says to think about what 3/4 is as a decimal. So again, that was yesterday's lesson. Now, I know that 3/4 as a decimal is 0.75. The same as 75 hundredths, which you should have looked at yesterday. Now, on this scale, we've got 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8. So we're going up in 0.2s. So here in the middle would be 0.7. So 0.75 has got to be about 1/4 of the way along. Somewhere like that. 0.75. 3/4 of a litre. So it would be 0.75 on there. Now, how much liquid is left in beaker A? Well, I can use these two decimal numbers now that I've got to help me do that. So this in total is what Sonia's poured out. So if we add these two things together, so 0.1 add 0.75, I'm just changing the tenths column. So I'm going to end up with 0.85. So that's what she's poured out. So thinking about what she's got left then, 1 litre would be 1 whole. So we need to think about what we'd add to 0.85 to make a whole. I would think of it as 85. What would you add to 85 to make 100? Hopefully you can see that that is 15. So it's all connected. It's 0.15. Okay, if I add on 500ths, that gets me to 0.9, and then another tenth will get me to 1 whole. So, what was the question? Sorry, how much liquid is left in beaker A? 0.5 litres. Okay, right, anchor task done. I'm just going to check if I went through it on the next slide. No, I didn't. So, we're on to the guided bit next. So, I will do a second video for that.